Monday is perfect. Tuesday, pretty good. Wednesday falls apart. By Friday, she's convinced she has no discipline, when really, she just has no structure. Give me the next 5 minutes and I'll walk you through our 3-step process we use to find your exact baseline, not just a number a calculator invented. So you can finally see exactly why all that effort you're putting in is not producing the result that it should. I've put together a food diary audit document that we use with every new client. The traffic light system that shows you exactly where your eating is working, where it's not working, and the real gap between what you're currently eating to what your goal actually requires. Want it? Just drop audit in the comments and I'll send it straight to you. Hey, I'm Jess. Dan and I are the owners of JD Fitness Co, where we help women lose 3 kilos in just 5 weeks with protein-led meals and 2 strength sessions per week. We've also helped women increase their calories from 1,200 calories a week all the way up to 1,800 plus and still be able to lose 8 kilos in 12 weeks. In every video, we give you one thing you can use immediately. Here's what's actually happening for most busy mums. They're eating pretty well, they're not smashing Maccas every night, they're choosing the salad, the grilled chicken, the protein yogurt, but their body is not changing and they have absolutely no idea why. The reason is this: eating healthy and eating for fat loss, they're not the same thing. Eating healthy with no structure produces no result. And without knowing your baseline, what your body genuinely needs right now, at this stage of life, with your schedule, you're guessing. And guessing does not move the scales. Emma went from eating 1,500 calories, waking in the night, no strength training, to better energy, better sleep, looser fitting clothes, all within 2 weeks of just fueling her body properly and eating better, not less. It's clear to me from seeing so many food diaries that the issue was never discipline, it was structure, because it changes so quickly when we clean up the random eating and start increasing the protein. Most women try to solve this by doing exactly what they've been told by every other diet for the last 20 years. Low calorie. What does this look like? She opens MyFitnessPal, plugs in her height and her weight, and then the calculator spits out a number and she follows it, because she just accepts whatever number it spits out. She follows it, she's hungry, she pushes through. She does this because she feels like that's exactly what discipline looks like. Monday to Thursday, she nails it. Then Friday hits, kids, chaos, lack of structure. All the wheels fall off. There's no food in the pantry or the fridge. So she writes off the weekend and starts again Monday. And the cycle keeps running for weeks, sometimes months, sometimes years. Here's why this will never work. The number that calculator gave her has absolutely no relationship to her body. Doesn't know she's been eating 1,200 calories for 3 years. Doesn't know her metabolism has slowed down to match that intake. It doesn't know her body's in survival mode and it's holding on to every kilo because it genuinely thinks that food is scarce. When you eat chronically low calories, your body doesn't burn fat, it protects it. The hunger, the cravings, the 9 p.m. chocolate spiral, that's not weakness. That's your body doing exactly what it's designed to do when it thinks it's under threat. Lisa came to us eating 1,200 calories, convinced that her body was broken. We ran the audit, found the pattern, too low through the day, not enough protein, nowhere left to cut, and so we rebuilt her baseline slowly. She increased strategically over time to 1,800 calories and was still able to lose 8 kilos in 12 weeks. We've seen this with Rosie, with Emma, and others. And this is the exact moment I realized that the calculator problem, it was the rule, not the exception. So many mums were falling into this trap. Here's the baseline first method, the process we use to build every single client's nutrition plan before we change a single thing about what they're eating. For 7 days, log everything that you eat. Not your best behavior week, not the version of you that you want to be, what you're actually eating right now. The Tuesday when you skipped lunch, the Thursday when you had the biscuits. This works because we are not prescribing a target yet. We are diagnosing your baseline. When every other program out there tells you what to eat without even knowing what you're actually eating right now. This step reveals the real gap, and more often than not, the gap is not what you're expecting. Once you've tracked your 7 days, your diary gets audited using a traffic light system. Green means eat more of this, orange means moderate, red means limit. What we almost always find, not enough protein, too light through the day, relying on protein shakes instead of real food, and already sitting at 1,500 calories, which is far too low to go into a cut. This is the moment that everything changes. Not because the numbers are shocking, because for the first time, she's looking at a diagnosis instead of another meal plan. She stops thinking, I have no discipline, and finally sees that the method was wrong. This is the part that nobody else is doing. Instead of going straight into a deficit, we rebuild her baseline and strategically increase her calories so that she is actually eating at a functional baseline first, usually around 2,000 calories. And this works because her body has been functioning in survival mode. A slow weekly calorie increase lets her metabolism adapt without a sudden increase in weight. She's literally rebuilding her metabolism from the inside out. So when she finally does go into a deficit, her body responds and doesn't shut down like it has been doing before. The reason this works when everything else hasn't comes down to one thing. We start from reality, not prescription. Every program she has tried before handed her a number and told her to hit it. We hand her a diagnosis first and build the number from that. There's a massive difference from a deficit built from her actual baseline compared to a 1,200 calorie target that a generic calculator invented. You can absolutely start this yourself. Track your 7 days in MyFitnessPal. Honestly, not perfectly. And look for the pattern. Where does your protein drop off? Where does the day fall apart? What is the gap between what you're actually eating and what your goal actually requires? Or if you want us to do the audit with you, look at your actual diary, find your actual gaps, and build your actual targets, that's exactly what we do inside coaching. But either way, start with the diagnosis, not the prescription. Or if you want the audit document, just drop audit in the comments and I'll send it straight to you. The audit document is what Dan uses to audit your actual food diary. Not a generic snapshot, not an algorithm, a set of eyes genuinely looking at what you're currently eating day to day. You track your normal week, you send it across, and we find the actual pattern for you. Where your protein is too low, where your day is falling apart, whether you're already too low to cut further, or eating in a way that's quietly working against you. Most women are actually surprised by what comes back. Not because they're doing something terrible, but because where the gap lies is genuinely not what they expected. You can literally start tracking your normal week today, not your best week, your real week, and have something concrete to work with by the end of it. That's the whole point of starting here. Not another meal plan, not another number pulled from a calculator. A real diagnosis, built from your real life. That's what moves the needle.